I'm Keegan with Kunes RV, and today we're going to be going over the water systems of a Venture Sport Trek unit. A lot of the Sport Trek and Venture units are going to have about the same thing, and you might see something like this in some of the other units out there. So this here is a little bit more of an advanced system. We will, a little bit later on, go over a little bit more of a basic system. In this one, they kind of combined everything into one, and everything's going to be using your city water port here. This will allow you so that way you can have pressure right here and then switch these levers to whatever it is you want it to be. And all of those are going to be labeled right up in here. So if we are going to use the city water system, we're actually going to leave it just like it is right now. But if we wanted to power fill our fresh tank, we're going to switch it just like that. That will now make it so that way your city water will now fill your fresh tank. There are other options. One of them will be for winterizing. This will make it so that way you can put a hose onto your city water and then pump your antifreeze through your system. A few of the other ones will be for dry camping. So after you power fill your tank, you will now switch it just like that one. So that way you can now use the pump inside to pump your water. And then siphoning, which will basically allow you to sanitize your tank. So right up here is going to be a switch for the pump. There will also be another switch inside for turning on your pump. This just gives you two options for when you're winterizing and other things to allow you to turn it on and off from here without actually having to go inside. Down here is going to be a black tank flush. This will allow you to flush out your black tank so that way you can have your tank nice and clean. The biggest thing with that is you're going to want to make sure that the gate valves are open when you are dumping the tank, and then you turn that on, allowing it to flush out so you don't build up any pressure. So this here is going to be your water heater. This is an instantaneous water heater. Basically, it'll give you instant hot water from inside. Still does take just a little bit, but it's a lot faster than the normal water heater that you would see, which we will have another video on in a different section. Over here, though, is going to be the switch for turning this on and off. This is your main power source, so you'll want to have that turned on whenever you're going to be using it. There's going to be a panel inside which will allow you to select between your temperatures, but otherwise out here we are going to have the pressure relief valve. So anytime you're going to be doing any sort of a winterization or draining of any sort of lines inside of here, you're going to want to open that up to relieve the pressure. On this one specifically, there is a little piece right here that will come out and allow you to drain the little bit of water that would be in the lines. So here's going to be the on and off power button. Outside, I did show you the switch. That switch does need to be on in order for you to see any sort of a panel lit up. Once that is on or off now, we can now turn that on using our power, and then you would be able to set your temperature via just the up and down. Otherwise, right over here, very simple. It's just going to be for Fahrenheit and Celsius. And then how this is going to work is whenever you turn water on to a faucet, that will now instantly start to heat. This will now start to climb up to wherever you had it set at.